this year's TC, I think, is a marked improvement in the design. I think they were going for a more masculine look, obviously, harder edges on everything. And I think with the interior, I'm actually most impressed with the steering wheel. It's actually very, very sporty. It's kind of got this, racing wheel oval shape, kind of cut off on the bottom like, one of those Ferrari racing wheels or whatnot, but leather wrapped, and it's really nice. Yeah, good job, Scion. It has 180 horsepower and 6 speeds. I did not know that. Yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit faster, absolutely. So I think it's no coincidence that Scion's booth is situated right next to the Smart car booth. I think they did this for a reason. I think they're pretty confident about the IQ. And I think at this point, they'd probably be correct. It feels a little more put together, a little more upper class, high class. The materials are a little nicer. It actually just feels safer too. So again, the biggest difference this year with the TC is a 20 horsepower jump from 160 to 180. Clearly, Scion is going for a sporty look. They've also changed the exterior to be a little harder edge, a little more masculine, and to go along with that, they've commissioned Troy Sumitomo and his 5-axis design group to come up with another beautiful piece of work, the wide-body samurai-inspired TC. Let's take a look. Oh, this guy, he created this ridiculous new TC, yes, basically. So, yeah. I know, I overheard you talking about your inspiration, yes, for the car a little bit to some other guys, and you were saying it was inspired by the way of the samurai.
Samurai.
Is that correct?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the design inspiration on this thing was that, well, first of all, it's a very masculine vehicle, so we wanted to try and play up on something, similar, in Japanese history, you look at the samurai, the warriors, the helmet especially, and how the helmet kind of shadows on the face of the warrior and stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing in the front. And you see we have a lot of offset surfaces in the front, the side, and in the rear, the arrow area.
Right.
It kind of overshadows, and then even the splitter itself has kind of a dual layering effect. So everything's kind of playing up on the kind of the armor and stuff of the samurai era.
It's beautiful. It actually totally looks like a helmet, kind of.
Well, what's the original concept for this vehicle had the wraparound glass, which was based off of kind of a race helmet, so how it kind of the visor wraps around. So yeah, I guess this is the car, the helmet.
Right. Can you take us a little bit through the process?
Oh, the process,
yeah,
right. Well, normally what we do is, we meet with the client being Scion, and we have basically 2 meetings. One is like, okay, we just want to know what is your direction, what are your goals with this, and this was all about, performance, driver experience, masculinity, and stuff like that. So, they wanted to make sure this thing had kind of like a very aggressive look to it, whereas the IQ is more of a, play up on kind of the micro luxury theme. And then the only other thing too is the color. They always want to make sure that that we don't have what one of my guys called a Christmas morning event where they open up the present and are like, oh no, that's not the one we wanted, kind of thing. So it's usually color and a couple design sketches, and we're down the road, and then 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, they get to see the end product.
Nice.
So.
Now, okay, be honest.
Yes.
Who was lagging in your team? Name a name. I want to know.
No, that would be nobody.
No comment? Their team was perfect?
No, dude, it's insane. And seriously, I talk about the team, and everyone thinks that I'm the one doing most of this stuff. I mean,
I do.
It is crazy. Joey was there. We had an event last minute, and it always happens. The guys just, it's amazing. They just know what to do. They just each take their position. They go take care of the problem. So, and if it wasn't for those guys, there's none of this would ever be possible. And the beauty of it was the night before we went to sleep at 12 o'clock. We still had 8 hours of sleep. So that's a lot to be said for 2 cars. Yeah.
Can we look at your IQ?
Sure.
A little bit.
My IQ.
Yeah, dude.
All right, it's in here.
Let's take a test of Troy's IQ. Who knew that something small and nerdy could be cool? So what is this? This is the IQ.
Yeah,
right?
This is the IQ. So this again is our take on it. And you talked about the process. Well, in this process, they said, hey, we want to play up on the micro luxury thing, because in Europe and Japan, this is really sold that way as kind of a luxury, like micro compact vehicle. So. Aside from the exterior, which we did a very mild kind of over fender, kind of a little bit of flare, give it a little bit of sport appeal. Mainly the grille and some of the other accents are done in black chrome. So not instead of bright chrome, which we all know, right. We did some a little bit more of a classier kind of spin on it. And then on the interior, it's really about the appointments on the interior, the leathers and stuff like that. There's some really nice details in the stitching. There's like an overlap stitching going on, and then the leather is really supple.
I can smell it. I can smell the leather coming off of the car.
I've had a leather sandwich, sorry.
It smells beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we could look at it. Yeah. you want to check it out.
Oh, look at that.
Please do not step. I already stepped on this once. But yeah, you can see, I mean, like I said, real supple leathers, nice details in the top stitch, you know, and a little graphic down there. We even got a nice suede, you know, headliner going on here. Unique floor mats, stuff like that. So just, again, trying to play up on the whole luxury kind of
See, he
element.
does it all, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
not just the exterior. Does the interior too. This is beautiful.
Don't ask us to pop the hood, you know. Yeah, it was heck,
Not
it
yet.
was really hard to put those twin turbos in there, you know.
Exactly. Coming soon.
Coming
Twin
soon.
turbo
Stage
I2.
2. In 3 weeks, we had to focus on on certain things.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nice. Good job.
Thank
Once
you.
again, Troy.
Thanks, Stephen.